Hi guys, this is my quick video tutorial on how to make what I call faux ribbon. It's really just distressed cardstock. So particularly on this card here that I made, I only had small grosgrain daffodil delight ribbon and it was just too tiny for the project. I wanted something a bit bigger and a bit rufflier. So to solve that problem, I make what I call faux ribbon. Basically it's just a piece of cardstock cut and you use your trusty bone folder and distress the cardstock by running the bone folder backwards and forwards over each side, and if you do that for a few times or a few goes, you'll eventually see that the cardstock will start to become separated. The two sides will become separated. Takes a while sometimes. Some cardstock it actually happens really quite quickly. Other pieces is a little bit trickier. So you just keep moving it through and you can see now that the cardstock, hopefully you can see now that the cardstock has started to separate there ever so slightly. See, just along there. And basically you can get in there, even at the ends, and pull it apart. Be careful when you pull it apart, just be a little bit gentle because it does actually, it will have a tendency to tear if you haven't distressed it enough. So be careful, pull it apart. Once you've pulled it apart, you end up with a piece of cardstock that's actually quite malleable and will be easier to manoeuvre into ribbon-like shapes. The one thing that's always important to do with it, even after you've distressed it, is to give it a really good scrunch and a really good squeeze to make the fibres in that paper even softer. Sometimes running it through the crimper will also help to soften those fibres, but I just find if you give it a good squeeze, it'll actually soften it right up. So to make this card front here that I've got a little bit of ribbon behind it there, I've got a base here that I'll just show you what I did. So basically I've got everything ready to go. A piece of sticky strip placed across the join. Pull the red backing off where I wanted my ruffle to be. Now you can either do it the shiny side up or the soft muted side up. I like the soft suedey side. I essentially just placed end of the ribbon lining up with the edges of the pink on one side, went to the other end, lined those straight edges up like that, and then just started, I'll see if I can zoom in on what I'm doing here. Essentially just started to ruffle the cardstock. Do a little bit from both ends, guys, so that you don't end up with not having even sort of amounts of ruffling in your project. Even maybe put a little bit in the center and ruffle a bit sort of back the other way. Essentially just play with it until you're kind of happy with how it looks. Not rocket science, just a bit of paper ruffling on the front of your card, like that. And then you can place your little bit of ribbon with a bit of, I put a bit of sticky strip right across the back of the ribbon and place that over the top. So you get this gorgeous little ruffle across it. Now you can use that for all sorts of things. If you've watched my ribbon video, you'll see that you can make the little flowers out of the distressed cardstock. You can also use it for accents on little cards, like so this little thank you or hi card here. I didn't have any Pacific Point ribbon and I didn't want another full piece of cardstock, so I just distressed a piece and used it in the same way that I would use a piece of ribbon on a little thank you card. Okay guys, have fun, distress away your cardstock, and just remember, treat it with a little bit of caution because it can tear easily. Alright, thanks guys, bye.